Hey bird nerds, how we doing? Bring you guys another video today. Hopefully it'll be a little quick one. We're gonna give you an update, kind of walk through the bird room, through the aviary, show you the parakeets. And today we're talking all about babies. So we got lots of babies throughout. So we're gonna show you guys all the chicks that we have and where most of the chicks are coming from, who the parents are, the future plans, all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoy seeing some babies, because that's what we're going to look at today, and talk a little bit about them and some of their needs. So we'll start off here. We'll just kind of work our way down through the cages here. We've got our zebra finches. You guys all know zebra finches breed like crazy, so we do have a lot of zebra babies. We have a lot of pairs on eggs. So we've got a large amount of chicks that we want to show you here. So and there'll be some that I'll insert some clips in, some video clips in, just because it's so hard. Like some of the ones that are in wicker baskets, it's hard to have a good flow with the camera to show you guys those. So we might have to insert some clips there, but we'll show you all the babies that we have here at the aviary and in the bird room. So we're gonna start off here. So we have our English pair zebras. So they had 2 chicks that fledged. We'll show you them down here. They have started to build a nest again. You did see the male, he was all ripping up some newspaper. They're building their nest, and they like to pull their newspaper over here and then they poop on my tray. Anyways, she's laying, so she's got 3 eggs in there right now. So hopefully we'll get some more chicks from them. These guys, they have 1 chick in the nest. She did lay 4 eggs, 2 chicks hatched. One of the chicks didn't make it for some reason, not really sure why. So I'll insert a clip here, show you guys these babies, or the baby. Let's see if you guys can see in here. Got 1 little chick right there. See if it'll focus. There we go. So that's these guys' baby. And then down here we have 4 chicks that have already weaned, that I've been able to pull out. So 2 of them were from my English pair, and luckily they had weaned because the parents had started plucking their backs to build a new nest. So I was able to pull them out, and you can see them there. They got a little bit of bare backs there, but that'll grow back pretty quickly, and it'll grow back most likely in their adult feathers. So, and then 2 of the chicks are from these guys, but they had fostered them, so really the chick bloodlines come from this female and a different male that I had previously. So we've got 4 chicks here. Looks like I have at least 2 males. This one, he's already starting to get some flanking there. That one as well has got quite a strong breast bar there. So I'm pretty sure I have at least 2 males in here, or I know I have at least 2 males in here. They've got some pretty good size to them. They're already bigger than the parents, so, or their foster parents. So I think we've got some good size on these babies. Excited to see them grow up and hopefully just continue to get bigger babies, right? So down here we've got our black cheek pair. They do have eggs in the nest. I'm not quite sure if I have chicks yet. If I do, I will insert a video clip there for you guys. Down here we got another English pair. It's got the male is a chestnut flank white. The hen is a normal gray with a normal gray English. Sorry, had brain fart there. So they have 3 chicks in the nest. They're starting to feather up. We'll throw a video in there for you guys to let you see them. All 3 chicks are doing really well. Probably within a week is when they'll start fledging and coming through. So excited for them to see what they look like. It's a beautiful pair. Some great looking birds there. All right, so we've got this little wicker basket in here. We do have 3 chicks in the nest. They seem to be doing really well, starting to feather up. You can see they got some really nice full crops. Looks like all 3 of them are going to be a normal gray. So this is the pair where the male is a chestnut flank white and the female is a normal gray. So it's like there's a little bit of Might be plucking the babies just a little bit, so we'll have to keep a close eye on them and make sure that they'll be okay. But I think we'll be all right. I'm not too concerned there. There's the mom and dad. There we go. And then we have a black cheek pair here. The hen laid 4 eggs. She was sitting pretty tight. They should have hatched by now. And I looked earlier today and it was still just was a 4 eggs. So I'm gonna check them and see if maybe she jumped off the nest and the lights went out and she wasn't able to get back on them at night. And so the chicks stopped developing, that sort of thing. So we'll check in there. I know she had 4 eggs, but they should have hatched by now. So we'll get some updates on that. But I hope that we can get some chicks from this pair. They're a really pretty black cheek pair. Hoping to keep the black cheeks going. I really enjoy the black cheeks. So down here we have a black cheek male who's right there, and then a English female. And they're doing great. They have 3 chicks in the nest here. They're starting to get big. And we can tell, so when we look in here, that the female is also split the black cheek. And the reason why we can tell is these babies are already getting black cheeks on them. So so we know that the female is split to black cheek. Looks like we got 2 light back or 2 light gray. And then the third one there in the middle looks like a normal gray, but it looks like it's gonna be a black cheek as well. So excited for that. Those 3 chicks, they'll probably be fledging here within the next 2 weeks or so. Here we have our society pair, or our society trio, should I say. Got them up there. You can see the one sticking his head out. They currently have 4 shaft-tail chicks in their nest that they are fostering out. And so I did leave them set up as a potential foster pair that I would need in case my shaft-tails abandon their nests. And they did abandon their nests. Unfortunately, they had sat on the eggs for about a week. All 4 eggs were fertile. And I had to come in and do some things. And the hen just never went back on the nest. So I gave them, geez, a good probably 3 hours to go back, and they never went on the nest. So I pulled the eggs out, put them in here. I didn't know if the eggs were still viable or not. It's been pretty hot outside, so I know the eggs didn't get cold, so thankful for that. But put them in there, and the societies took to them and sat on them and fostered them out. So they're just fostering them out right now. So I'll insert a clip here showing you the 4 chicks in there. They're doing really well. Excited for that. Okay, so I just pulled the nest box down for the trio of society finches that are fostering out our shaft-tail chicks. If we zoom in here, let it focus. So we do have 4 nice healthy chicks. You can see their crops are full. Nice and huddled up back there in the corner. Trying to tap it to see if we can get any of them to move around, but yep, so we have 4 chicks in there. All 4 look like they're doing really well. So hopefully we'll be able to fledge out some shaft-tail chicks and introduce them back into the breeding program next year. And you know, the ultimate goal is always to get the parents to raise their own chicks. And with the shaft-tails and the cutthroat finches, at least around these parts, it's a little tough to get them to feed their own chicks at times. So hopefully this will give us a head start, and these chicks will be a little bit more tame and willing to feed their chicks when they're adults and when they're breeding. And that's the goal for next year's introducing our shaft-tails and our cutthroat babies into the breeding program in hopes that we can have some successful parent raisings and parent rearing for the chicks, and we don't have to use society finches as foster parents. But they are definitely a blessing and a huge benefit to have, because they do help us with conservation or with helping endangered or hard to breed species that are in captivity. They help us to continue to breed and raise some of those chicks up to give us a better future of having those populations in captivity and helping them be able to rear their own young in captivity. So hopefully these chicks will do really well, and we'll definitely keep you guys up to date on them and their progress as they grow. My Chaftel pair has laid again. I gave them some more nesting material. They kind of beefed up their nest a little bit more and have been laying. The female's actually been sitting in there pretty tight. So I'm hopeful that they'll be able to hatch them out and raise them. I'm kind of staying away from them. I'm not looking in the nest box, not doing anything like that. I do know they have eggs in there. I don't know how many because I've tried to just kind of stay back. I've been counting the days of when she started to sit. She's been sitting for about 5 days now. Just trying to time out when the chicks would hatch so that I can start giving them plenty of egg food and some other things in hopes that they won't toss the chicks. So then up here we have our last zebra pair, and they have 3 babies in the nest, and I'll pull that down and I'll insert a clip for you guys to see that. Those 3 chicks are doing really well. And looking like might have some pied going on in here with these chicks, so it'll be interesting to see them coming out. So all right, just pulled their nest box down, so we'll show you guys their chicks. I'm gonna open up their nest box lid here. So it'll be interesting to see what they fledge and look out to be. We might have some chestnut flank whites. It looks like we might have some pied. So it'll be interesting to see what we have here. It's just crazy to see how much smaller these babies are, just because the parents are normal zebra finches in size. How much smaller these chicks are compared to all of these chicks during this phase. They just look a lot smaller, but they're looking really good. Nice and healthy. We'll show you the Borks. They got their 3 chicks in the nest. We'll give you a good update on them. All right, so we've got here in the aviary, there's Dad there. He just jumped out of the nest box so that I can take a peek in here. So we've got 3 nice chicks here. There we go. It's pretty hot out here, so they're all spread out. But you can see if you zoom in, oh, he just moved. They have some nice full crops. Parents are doing a good job feeding the babies. They're about a week old, doing really well. So, or maybe a little over a week old, about a week and a half or so. So yeah, the baby Borks are doing really well. Excited to see if these ones turn out like the last 3 siblings or the first clutch, or if we get anything different. So. And then I actually have a Java finch pair that has 3 chicks in the nest as well. So it's pretty easy to pull theirs down. So we could probably, just want to make sure she's not in there. We could probably pull it down and show you guys here. Hopefully Mr. Mikey here doesn't want to do anything in the nest. There we go. There's our babies, looking good. Mom's been very attentive and has been feeding the chicks nicely. So we've got 3 Java finch chicks in there, so excited about that. And we'll be able to add them to the breeding program, hopefully. Let me get this nest back on here. There we go. So we'll add them to the breeding program. So got the Javas out there. We do have 2 pairs of Javas, 2 proven pairs of Javas. I did have the other pair of Javas had laid eggs in there and actually hatched out 1 chick. But she actually ended up tossing the chick out, so, and it didn't make it. So next time we'll have to try and do things a little bit better. So, and then we'll go in, we'll look at the parakeets and show you all their babies. Here are the baby parakeets that we have here. So we had 6 babies that fledged. So we'll start here at the bottom perch. So the baby here on the far right, you can see, sorry, we're trying to get it through these wires here. So we got a light blue, kind of like a grayish light blue color. It's beautiful. Then if you look up on top, you got Dad there on the far right, rubbing his nose, and you have his other baby there. That's kind of more of a darker gray color. Really pretty. If you keep working your way over, we got some adult babies there, and then the green one that's right next to the albino. So that's one of my green babies. That one, it's a little hard to see here on the camera, but is like a rainbow. So it's green and yellow and blue all throughout its belly. Its back is yellow, so it's kind of a cool little color combination. Really excited for that one. Then if we come over here, you can see we have the other 3 babies here. So the far right is the dark blue, and that baby obviously is just like his dad, which is right there. He's fanning off, a little warm today. And then we got an all green baby, which is just like the parents. Those 2 right there. And then the last chick right there on the far left is kind of like a sky blue color. Really pretty. So got some really cool colors from these guys this round. Parents are already laying eggs again, getting ready to go a second round. So interested to see, you know, if we get the same colors on these next clutches, or if it's mixed up a little bit. So babies are doing really good. They're flying around. The green ones are already starting to eat on their own, and some of the blue ones are starting to eat as well. So we're hoping for some more success on these next couple rounds with the chicks. Once they start eating on their own, we'll pull them away and separate them from the parents. I have another big cage that they will go into, and then we'll kind of decide on if there's any of them that I'd like to keep for next year. Which ones I have some of my kids, they want to hand train some of them and keep them as pets, and then I have others that I'll probably just end up selling. So kind of got some different options going on here with all these guys. So really excited about that. That's the fun thing about parakeets, is you have a lot of options. You can keep them as, you know, just an outdoor bird or pair to breed. You can keep them as pets that you can hand train. There's so many different colors you can get out of them. So it's really, really fun. Really a good bird to work with. That's really easy for beginners and for anybody really. And they do well in an outdoor aviary setting. They also do well in an individual cage setting as pairs. Try to always keep these guys in at least a pair setting, because they are very social birds. You can see they all perch next to each other. They're all very social birds and enjoy each other's company. So hopefully next round we'll get some really cool babies for us and see how that goes. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video of all the babies in the bird room, all the babies in the aviary, all the babies that we have down with the parakeets or the budgies. If you guys counted, we have 30 chicks total right now, either chicks that have fledged or chicks that are still in the nest being fed. And that's not including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not including 6 nest boxes that we have currently with birds actively sitting on fertile eggs. So super excited about that. Excited for all the babies to come and to be able to see what babies we get when they all feather up, when they fledge out. It's just such a fun, exciting time. I love this time breeding birds. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the different types of babies that we have here at the aviary, at the bird room right now. And we'll keep you up to date when more of these chicks hatch, when more of the chicks fledge, and hopefully we'll get the Goldien finches going. We've got a lot of them set up. A lot of them are starting to lay eggs in nest boxes as well and pair up. We do have some in breeding cages, and we do have some in the aviary that we've set up. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison and how they do. We kind of want to do a little trial run with the Goldien finches and see which ones breed better for me in more of a colony aviary setting or individual breeding cage setting. So, and we'll have more videos of that to come in the future. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys are getting lots of babies. Hopefully your birds are healthy and happy and you're enjoying them. We appreciate you watching these videos, and we'll see you guys next time.